Alright guys, welcome back. We're going to go through Chong Bong 2 again. We have Miss Chloe Genda and Mr. Calvin here. They're going to do some demonstrating while I call through the form. Again, this is a great way for you guys to practice with us, so it's almost like you're here with us in class. We're going to talk about all the details that you need to remember to execute your form properly, and then also how the sequencing and the pattern works, so you can really work on your memorization of the form. So Chong Bong 2, like almost all of our forms, we have repetitive sections in our form. So our first section, we're going to go side to side. It's going to be the same exact pattern. Then we're going to go forward and backwards. And again, section 2 and section 3 are the same pattern. And if you guys actually remember the kicking pattern that we did in Chong Bong 1, doing a round kick and then a side kick in our second section and our third section, it's the same kicking pattern, just executed a little bit differently with a little more advanced kicking technique. So here we go with Chong Bong 2. Everybody feet together, pay attention. Coming back. Chong Bong 2 Chumbi. So, very important first, they're going to step their right foot forward as they turn towards their left into a fighting stance. So we're going to break this movement into two different parts. So, ready? Fighting stance, go. Notice they're hitting a stance, their hands are up. Then they're going to chamber their back hand, open their front hand, and go down block and out block. Go ahead, guys. Very good. Moving on, they're going to set their hands by their face. Of course, we always want to set your hands in the proper position, whether it's a front kick position with both hands squared up, or in a round kick or side kick position with your hands both in front of your face. This time it's going to be a front kick. They're going to square their hands. They're going to do a back leg front kick, which is going to be with their right leg, and then they're going to jab into a front stance. They're kicking with the right leg, and they're punching with the same exact side. Ready, go! Front kick, and jab. Notice how, again, front stance, all 10 toes are facing forward, their hips are squared forward, their shoulders are equally squared. The next move is a little bit tricky. So we're going to do a reverse low block. So you're blocking below the belt at an angle, and they're going to shift into a half front stance. So when they're doing that, I'm going to show you guys in this forward angle, you're just going to slide your back foot in a little bit, and you're going to drop that knee down to the ground as they strike with the back hand. Go. Finishing up the first part of this section, they're going to do a back leg side kick. Now again, it's important that they keep that left knee bent and they show the heel before they execute the side kick. We don't want to be doing a side kick from a round kick position for the fear of jamming your foot or kicking to the side. So they're going to set their hands up first and side kick, and they're going to have a loud yell as well. Go. Alright. They're going to go fighting stance, and then they're going to repeat the same section. So we're going to block down and block up. Again, after we down block up block, they're going to set their hands up by their face, giving a back leg front kick and a jab into a front stance. They're going to, of course, remember, when we front kick, you're not going to front kick and land in a straight line. That's going to throw us off balance. So they're going to land to the corner so they have enough balance where if they were actually getting hit, they would be stable. Go! And keeping with our repetition, they're going to slide that back foot in again into that half front stance with the reverse low block. Go! Finishing up towards the end of section 1, they're going to keep that right knee bent and side kick. I want you guys to watch how Calvin's going to kick at me. He's not going to kick at me hard, but I want you to show when he kicks me, he's going to chamber. When he kicks, he's going to push me back with his kick. So I want you guys to see how the side kick actually works. So he goes ahead and he sets his hands, he does a pivot, he chambers. So when he kicks, he stomps and he's pushing me backwards with his heel. Good. Let's do that one more time, please, sir. So when he's doing that, he wants to drive the power through the target. So he's going to do that this time in the air with a loud yell, and then they're going to go into a fighting stance the opposite direction. Go! Very good. Now they're in a fighting stance. We're getting ready for section 2. We're almost there. They're going to step their right foot to their left foot with their hands up, now looking towards the front where they started. Feet together, guys. Go ahead. Now they're going to step their left foot back into a fighting stance. Notice they have a nice deep fighting stance. Their posture is up. They're nice and good and supportive. To finish off section 1, they're going to finish off just like we finished off section 1 and Chong Bong 1 with 2 steps and 2 jabs with a loud yell on the second punch. Go. Awesome. All right, now we're transitioning to section 2. So section 2 of this form in Chong Bong 2 and section 3 are the same sequence of techniques. We're just going to work it on each side. So the kicking pattern we actually did at Chong Bong 1 is the same thing that we did at Chong Bong 2. It's going to be a round kick and then a side kick. So if you can remember that, it's going to be pretty easy. Now I want you guys to pay attention. Miss Genda is going to show us right now the back leg round kick. It's important where we target. We're going to be landing into a half kimase stance, which is going to be a little bit off angle. it's going to be important when she kicks at me, she's kicking straight and then landing off the corner. So I'm going to put my hand up. She's not going to actually kick my hand just because, of course, we're trying to be careful with contact. But she's going to get a backward round kick aiming towards my hand, and then she's going to land her half kimase a little bit off the line. Go ahead, ma'am. Her hands are up. She kicks, she recoils. Beautiful kick. Notice how she extended and held that extension of the kick. We want to demonstrate the skill and the ability of what we're doing. Mr. Calvin, go ahead, please, sir. Nice, good kick. Excellent. So, this is the move that people probably have the most challenge on, the guarding block. Now, the guarding block, I like to think of this as a switch move. So, what I mean by that is my front knee, the knee that is bent, is going to be the knee that needs to become straight. My back leg, which is the leg that's straight, that needs to switch too, so that needs to go up in the air. So Mr. Genda is going to now come on over here to kind of film, and I want you guys to watch what I'm going to do with my hands. I'm going to switch my hands, but I'm also going to switch my position so we can change direction. So right now I'm punching towards where we started our form. I'm going to lift and switch my hands. So it's very similar to a sparring stance, just squared forward. Then I'm going to land to my corner and reverse punch into a front stance. Go. After every guarding block reverse punch, we're going to change directions again with a spin knife hand. Go. Very good. All right. So on the spin knife hand, they're now going to step up behind side kick right there. So when they're doing that side kick, they want to demonstrate again good ability, but instead of stopping with a pivot and an L, they're going to pivot through their kick. Now, a huge important thing with this, because your shoulders might turn a little bit, it is very important that they freeze, again, and set their hands and get their balance position before they side kick. So when we side kick, just like Chong Bong 1, we're going to change directions. Ready, and go. Hands are up, they step behind, and fighting stance the opposite way. Now, if you guys can come see over from this side, we're doing what we call a net block, okay? Or a pressing block is also referred to. Now, if you look at Mr. Calvin, his arms are kind of like two-letter L's. One's going straight up, one's going sideways. The execution of this block would be if I'm trying to round kick him in the stomach and round kick him in the face, just like this. Okay? Now, it's very important that he's blocking to the inside and his block is not straight in front of him. Go ahead and move your block straight in front of him. If he has it in between us, in this position, I go round kick, boom, I can kick him right in the face. That's not a good thing. So he's going to be to the inside of his body. So it starts here, and you press that block. Very good. Now we're going to reset so we can go into section number 3. Our reset move is very simple. They're just going to step forward into a front stance and jab with their left hand. Go. Very good. So if you just remember how we finished section 1 with the double punch, it was a jab. We're reset. We're ready to go. We're going to go into section 3, which is the same as section 2. So again, it's a round kick back fist, a guarding block punch, and right hand side kick. Very simple. It seems hard at first when you're first learning your forms, but it's actually a pretty simple concept. So again, they're going to make sure they're kicking straight in front of their body. They're going to land a little bit off angle and still keep their eyeballs where they're going. Round kick and back fist. Go. Excellent. Very good. Every time they round kick back fist, they're going to switch into their guarding block. Again, this is our switch move. So the hand that is on top is going to be the hand that's going to come underneath when they switch. I'm going to do it in a mirror image real quick for you guys at home. I'm going to lift up that back leg and you switch. So Ms. Genda, Mr. Calvin, go ahead and switch for me. So we're facing each other. Okay? So I'm going to mirror image for you guys. That's what they're going to be looking like at home. They're going to step into a front stance and reverse punch. Very good. After every guarding block reverse punch, they're going to spin knife hand again. Go. Now, if you remember in Chong Bong 1, when you spin knife hand, that means it's time for a side kick. Same thing in Chong Bong 2. The only difference is the variance of the kick. In Chong Bong 1, it's a step up. In Chong Bong 2, what kind of kick were you going to do, guys?
Step through.
Step through behind. So their hands are going to step. They're going to look at their kick. Then they're going to change direction. This is going to the very back of the ring. Go. Very good. And they do that pressing net block, protecting their stomach and their face. So now we are facing back towards where we started our form. We're ready for the very last move of the form. They're going to step their left foot back into a fighting stance. Go. And after they do that fighting stance right away, they're going to open their hand down block, just like we started the form. Go ahead, guys. They're going to do that out block. Now they're going to shift their hips into a front stance. Reverse punch with a loud yell. Go. Very good. And that is Chong Bong 2. They're going to step always your left foot. So left foot's going to step forward. Burrow to attention stance. Burrow. Chariot. Feet coming together. And Kung Ye Bao. So that was Chong Bong 2. Go ahead and take this at home, practice as much as you can. Even if you're a higher belt, it's super important that we're working on those basic skills and techniques so we're staying sharp. The things we learned at Chong Bong 1 and Chong Bong 2, those basic kicks, those basic skills, are the most crucial parts for when you guys become an advanced belt and we start doing more complicated kicks and combinations, when you're starting to do your spin kicks, when you're starting to do multiple kicks and combinations. If we don't have good basic front kick, round kicks, and side kicks, it's really tough to have good spin back kicks, flying side kicks, good hook kicks. So keep on working on those basics. It's a challenge that I have for all you guys while we're at home and trying to work through what we're going through with the coronavirus.